Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and salam UiTM di hatiku to Profesor MADYA Dr. AHMAD FADHLY. We are Group 6 from Class BA2735A and today we would like to present our research proposal entitled The Relationship of Sleep Quality, Academic Workload and Social Support on Stress Levels Among the Younger Generation. In this study, we will explore how factors such as sleep quality, academic workload and social support may influence stress levels among the younger generation. Stress is an important issue affecting young people today, and understanding these relationships can help improve their overall well-being. So, my name is Nurul Amiesya, and this is all my team member, which include ALIFF, Tasha, Mai, and KHALISA. So, we're going to start our video with our first presenter, ALIFF.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is SYAHMIRUL bin KAMARULNIZAM and today I will present the background of the study on the relationship of sleep quality, academic workload and social supports on stress levels among the younger generations. The well-being of youth is crucial for Malaysia's future. Stress, especially from academic workload, affects their growth and success. Therefore, prioritizing youth well-being is essential. Sleep quality plays a vital role in mental health. Good sleep improves emotional control and motivations, while poor sleep leads to stress, anxiety and burnout. Addressing sleep issues can help reduce these effects. Social supports from family, peers and teachers also help youth to manage stress, improve sleeps and cope with academic pressures, leading to a better emotional health. These studies examine how sleep, academic workload and social supports interact to impact stress levels with the aim of developing strategies to improve youth well-being. In conclusion, improving sleeps, managing academic workload, and enhancing social supports are key to ensure a healthier, more balanced future for Malaysia's youth. Now, I will present the problem statement for the study titled The Relationship of Sleep Quality, Academic Workload and Social Supports on Stress Levels Among the Younger Generations. Malaysian youth are facing increasing stress due to academic pressure, lifestyle changes and social isolations, which are significantly affecting their mental health, overall well-being and academic performance. This study will explore the impact of sleep quality, academic workload and social supports on stress level among youth. Previous research shows that poor sleeps, heavy academic demands and low social supports contributes to stress, which in turn affects emotional stability, concentration and performance. The aim of this study is to understand how these three factors interact and influence stress in Malaysian youth. By exploring their combined effects, this research seeks to provide insights for interventions that could improve mental health, resilience and overall well-being. While each of these factors has been studied individually, this remains a gap in understanding how they work together to impact stress levels, and this research aims to fill that gaps. Thank you, and I will pass to the next presenter.
Now, moving to the next slide, I will explain our research objective, research question and method of analysis. The first research objective is to examine the relationship between sleep quality and stress level among the younger generation. This objective aims to understand whether poor or good sleep quality has an impact on stress level. The second research objective is to investigate the relationship between academic workload and stress level among the younger generation. This is to identify whether heavy academic workload contributes to higher stress level. And then the last research objective is to determine the relationship between social support and stress level among the younger generation. This objective focuses on how support from family, friends or peers may influence stress level among the younger generation. Next, I will explain the research questions of this study. The first research question is, what is the relationship between sleep quality and stress level among the younger generation? The second question is, what is the relationship between academic workload and stress level among the younger generation? The third research question is, what is the relationship between social support and stress level among the younger generation? These research questions are developed based on our research objective and guide the direction of this study. Now, I will move on to the method of analysis used in this study. There are 4 methods of analysis applied in this research. First is descriptive analysis. The purpose of descriptive analysis is to describe the demographic profile of respondents and to summarize the overall patterns of stress, sleep quality, academic workload, and social support. The output for this analysis includes frequency and percentage, which shows the distribution of respondents' characteristics. Other than that, it also includes mean and standard deviation, where the mean shows the average level of each variable and the standard deviation shows the variation in responses. Next is reliability analysis. The purpose of this analysis is to test the consistency and reliability of the questionnaire items used in this study. The output includes a Cronbach alpha value and the reliability level. A value between 0.4 to 0.6 indicates moderate reliability, 0.6 to 0.8 indicates strong reliability, and 0.8 to 1.0 indicates very strong reliability. This shows whether the questionnaire is acceptable for further analysis. Moving on to correlation analysis. The purpose of correlation analysis is to examine the relationship between sleep quality and stress level, academic workload and stress level, and lastly, social support and stress level. The output includes the correlation coefficient, which is represented by a small r. This value shows the strength of the relationship, whether it is moderate, strong, or very strong, as well as the direction of the relationship, either positive or negative direction. The last method of analysis used for this study is regression analysis. The purpose of regression analysis is to identify which independent variable significantly predicts stress level and to determine the strongest factor that influences stress. The output includes beta values, which show the influence of each independent variable on stress level, the significant value, or we call as p-value, which indicates whether the relationship is statistically significant, and lastly we have the r-square value, which shows the amount of variance in stress level explained by the model. I think that's all from me. Now I will pass to the next presenter.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurul Amiesya Binti Aziz. Right now I'm going to summarize the literature review. So first, stress can be defined as a psychological condition that occurs when individuals feel that the demands they face are greater than their ability to cope. This shows that stress is not only caused by external pressure, but also by how young people perceive and respond to challenges. Among the younger generation, stress is commonly related to academic responsibilities, social expectations, and life transitions. Next, previous studies have identified several key factors that contribute to stress. One major factor is academic workload. Heavy assignments, frequent examinations, and tight deadlines often increase stress levels among students. Another factor is life transition and identity development. Young adults are at a stage where they are making important decisions about their future, which can create uncertainty and emotional pressure. In addition, social and digital pressure, especially from social media, contributes to stress through constant comparison, online expectations, and the need to stay connected. Lastly, it is important to study stress among the younger generation because prolonged stress can lead to serious consequences such as anxiety, burnout, and poor academic performance. By understanding the factors that cause stress, educational institutions can develop better support systems, stress management programs, and healthier learning environments. That's it from me. I'm going to pass to the next presenter.
Now, I will continue the presentation by explaining the hypothesis development and conceptual framework. The other hypotheses have been developed to examine the relationship between stress levels among younger generations, which include independent variables like sleep quality, academic workload, and social support. The first hypothesis, or H1, is there is a significant relationship between sleep quality and stress level among younger generations. And then followed by H2, which is there is a significant relationship between academic workload and stress level among younger generation. Lastly, the last hypothesis, or H3, is there is a significant relationship between social support and stress level among younger generations. Basically, this is our conceptual framework which illustrates the main factors affecting stress levels among the younger generation. On the left side, we have the independent variables which are sleep quality, academic workload, and social support. All these independent variables are factors that may influence stress level among the younger generation. On the right side, we have the dependent variable, which is stress level among the younger generation. The arrows indicates that each independent variable has a direct effect on stress level. Poor sleep quality and heavy academic workload may increase stress, while strong social support may help reduce stress. Overall, this framework helps us understand how these factors are related to stress among the younger generation. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is ALIAA NURMAISARAH Binti Abdul Kadir. In this section, I will present the research design employed in the study. Purpose of the study. The study adopts a structured research design to ensure that the process of a data collection, measurement, and analysis are conducted in a systematic and consistent manner. A structured design is essential to minimize bias and to ensure that the research objectives are addressed accurately. The primary purpose of this design is to allow an objective examination of the relationship between a sleep quality, academic workload, social support, and stress level among the younger generation. Furthermore, a quantitative approach is adopted as it enables mental health and behavioral construct to be measured numerical and analyzed using a statistical technique, which is consistent with the established research practice in the student mental health studies. The research design employed in the study is a quantitative, cross-sectional, and correlational. The quantitative approach allows the variable to be measured objectively through a numerical data. The cross-sectional design involves collecting data at a single point in a time during the academic semester, which is suitable for capturing the current condition experienced by a student. In addition, the correlation design enables the researcher to examine relationship between a variable without manipulating any of them. Together, this approach provides a suitable framework for analyzing how the variables are related within a natural context. In terms of the type of investigation, this study employs a correlational investigation. The aim of this investigation is to determine the strength, the direction of the relationship between the independent variables, namely a sleep quality, academic workload, and social support. It is important to note that this study does not aim to establish causality, as no variables are manipulated. Instead, the focus is on identifying whether these factors are significantly associated with stress among undergraduate students. With regard to researcher interface, this study involves a minimal interface. Data are collected using an online self-administration questionnaire distributed via a Google form. Participants complete the questionnaire independently at their own pace and within their own environment. There is no direct interaction, intervention, or manipulation by the researcher during the data collection process, which help ensure that the response reflects the genuine experience of the participant. Besides that, the study is conducted in a non-control or natural setting. This means that the researcher does not control or manipulate the environment in which the participant responds. As a result, the data reflect the student's real academic and social experience, thereby enhance the ecological validity of the study. Specifically, the research is carried out among undergraduate students at University Teknologi Mara, Kampus Bandaraya Melaka. In addition, the unit of analysis for the study is the individual student. Each participant provides a response related to their sleep quality, perceived academic workload, level of social support, and stress level. The unit of analysis is appropriate because physiological and behavioral outcomes are experienced and measured at the individual level, rather than at the group or institutional level. Finally, the study adopts a cross-sectional time horizon. Data are collected once during the academic semester, providing a snapshot of the student's current condition. This approach is efficient and appropriate for examining behavioral patterns and relationships between variables in a correlational study. That's all from me. I will pass to the next presenter.
The population of this study consists of undergraduate students from University Teknologi Mara, Campus Bandaraya Melaka, UiTM KBM. All undergraduate students who were enrolled during the data collection period were included because they represent the target group relevant to this research. This population is appropriate for examining sleep quality, academic workload, social support, and stress among university students. First, we look at the sampling frame refers to the source from which respondents were identified. In this study, the sampling frame was obtained from academic affairs records, which include students who are currently enrolled at UiTM KBM. Only students who were reachable during the data collection period were considered. To reach the potential respondent, the questionnaire link was distributed through online student platform and class WhatsApp group. This ensures that only students from the target population were included in the study. study. So we look at the sampling technique. This study adopted the convenience sampling, which is a non-probability sampling technique. Respondents were selected based on their availability and willingness to participate. This method was suitable due to time constraint, online data collection, and also limited access to a complete student list. Convenience sampling is commonly used in a survey-based undergraduate research and is appropriate for studies involving self-administered online questionnaires. Next is the sample size. The sample size was determined using the Krajic's and Morgan 1970 sample size determination table. Total population is 2,800 undergraduate students. Required minimum sample size, which is 338 respondents. The confidence level was 95%, and also for the margin of error is 5%. Therefore, 338 respondents were considered sufficient and appropriate to represent the UiTM KBM student population. Moving on to the data collection method, this study employed a quantitative survey approach. Data were collected using an online structured, self-administered questionnaire created via Google Forms. This method was selected because it is cost-effective, time-efficient, able to reach many respondents in a short time. The questionnaire consists of 5 sections. Section A, demographic information. Section B, sleep quality. Section C, perceived academic workload. Section D, perceived social support. And also Section E is perceived stress level. All measurement items were adapted from validated instruments used in previous studies to ensure reliability and content validity. A pilot study was conducted prior to the actual data collection to test clarity and reliability and also language. Feedback from the pilot test was used to refine the questionnaire. Participation was voluntary and informed consent statement was included to assure that respondents of confidentiality, anonymity, and their right to withdraw at any time. After data collection, responses were downloaded from Google Forms and analyzed using SPSS software. Several analyses were conducted. The first one, which is the reliability analysis. The Chromebook Alpha was used to assess the internal consistency of the measurement skills. The second, which is correlation analysis, which is Pearson correlation, was applied to examine the strength and direction of relationship between sleep quality, academic workload, social support, and also stress. The third one, which is regression analysis. Multiple regression analysis was conducted to identify significant predictors of stress and examine the relative contribution of each independent variable. This analysis was selected to answer the research question objectively without interpreting findings at this stage, as this is a research proposal. In conclusion, this chapter has explained the research methodology used in this study, including the population, sampling technique, sample size, data collection method, and planned data analysis. The quantitative cross-sectional survey approach, supported by convenient sampling and adequate sample size, ensure that the data collected is relevant and reliable. Ethical considerations were also emphasized to protect respondents' confidentiality and voluntary participation. Overall, the methodology provides a solid foundation for addressing the research objective and research question in the subsequent chapters.
In conclusion, this study focuses on examining the relationship between sleep quality, academic workload, and social support on stress level among the younger generation. Increasing academic pressure, poor sleep habits, and limited social supports have become key contributors to stress among university students. By using a quantitative and correlational research design, this study aims to identify how these factors are related to students' stress levels. The findings of this research are expected to provide useful insight for universities, educators, and policymakers in developing effective strategies to improve students' well-being. Enhancing sleep quality, managing academic workload, and strengthening social support systems can help reduce stress and promote healthier, more balanced students. Overall, this study contributes to a better understanding of youth stress and supports efforts to create a more supportive academic environment. That's all from our group. Thank you for listening.